everyone. This is Connie McDaniel. I am part of the Wise Choice Oiler team and a Royal Crown Diamond. And tonight's topic is called Launch Strong. And as you know, we always use tools because we want to be duplicatable. So tonight's tools that we are using to reinforce our skills includes Sarah Robbins' book, Rock Your Network Marketing Business, Randy Gage's book, Making the First Circle Work, and Eric Worrow's book, Go Pro. So if you don't have these books, send me a note and we'll make sure that you get those. So tonight's topic is Launch Strong. And what does that mean? Well, when we have a new distributor starting, we need to mentor them. So this call tonight is all about what do we do for mentoring. So as we build a team of leaders who focus on teaching a system, sometimes we call it a pattern, but whatever we call it, it's a system to duplicate. And when we build a team like that, that leads to powerful growth and long-term success. Think like a franchise system. It's very duplicatable, and that's what we're talking about. So as we think of our businesses now, talking to people is now what we do for a living. So it really must become part of our lifestyle. The more people we talk to, the faster our businesses will grow. And also with practice comes confidence. And when your confidence increases, so do your ratios of success. But first things first, though. I first want you to take a deep breath, though, and learn to take the pressure off of yourself. We want to just have fun and really pursue our passion. And so maybe try and emotionally not be so connected to the outcome. So what I like to think about is to think of myself as a waitress pouring coffee. And so as I go table to table, I would say, would you like a cup of coffee? No, ma'am. Thank you. Next person, would you like a cup of coffee? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. So what a server does then is we're not offended if somebody says no to the cup of coffee. So we just keep offering it to the next person and the next person and the next person. There's no emotion in it. So I want to encourage you to think of yourself as if you're pouring cups of coffee. Take all the emotion out, and if people say no, keep pouring. Sometimes people say no now, but really it means not yet. And it seems like over the years, I've always had people come back when the timing is better. So keep pouring. That's the great news. So now, how do we launch our new distributor strong? Well, the first thing I like to do is meet with them, and the first thing we do is we open up our calendars, and we schedule 3 grand opening launch events right away. This is a great way to create interest and help them to quickly earn a return on their investment. And so what I like to do is I like to do the first one for them, the second one we do together, and the third one they do on their own. Now, if we're long distance, sometimes we have to be creative. You can use like Skype or something like that. I typically use tools and do more one-on-one until they feel comfortable, and then they set out to do their own class. But preparation is the key to any successful event. And so I give a new distributor ideas of who to invite. So if this is their 3 launch events, we want to make a list of people they know. And it's just like we mentioned the last week and the week before that, is we have our list. And we keep adding to the list as we meet people. Those are the people we invite. Now, sometimes it helps to make the list when I am with that distributor, because sometimes people don't take the time. We're all very, very busy. So sometimes it's very great to sit down that first time and go through and prompt them with questions like we talked about before of who do they know, and then who do those people do they know. And we went through that before, so look back on your notes. The second very important thing that is key is to teach them how to invite. Because what's a very common mistake is the new distributor will just announce an event, but they don't really invite. And so I always like to give the birthday party analogy. And so I always recommend that they send hard copy invitations to everyone, because email, people tend to it gets lost or they tend to ignore it. And I also always suggest that they reach out to every single person by phone and share their excitement. And a personal phone call is very powerful and is a sure way to build a more successful event. So think of it as a grand opening to your business. And what I like to do then for this person is tell them that as you're talking to the people that you know, tell them that you're having a grand opening for your business and how much it would mean to you to have them there. But assure them that you are just excited to have people there, and that you know that consumers choose for themselves if it fits or not. And can I count on you to just be there and fill the seat? That's all you want them to do, is just be there and fill the seat, and they'll see the value as you present. But our job as a mentor is to get your new distributor off to a fast start so that they can see the value of this business. And it should be our goal to help them earn their first paycheck. And so we want to do that by assisting them with a class, or maybe even giving them suggestions as to what they can do to stir interest. Another important goal is to share with your new distributor something like this. So if I am the mentor and I'm mentoring you, this is something I would say. I would say, you know, my job is to help you become independent from me as quickly as possible. Do you agree? Is that a good goal? But however, I want you to know, after we go through our mentoring sessions, we all stay connected, and we do that through Facebook, through our events, through our business group, so that you are never alone. You always have a whole team of people supporting you. But the goal is to be an independent distributor and an entrepreneur that is independent. Now, there will also be ups and downs of this business. So the third most important thing to talk to your distributor about is the reality. There are going to be ups and downs as they build this business. There will be good times and bads in the beginning. This is a very emotional business at first because you're learning new skills. So I'll say something like this. Now, ups and downs are part of this business. Now, I know everybody goes through those ups and downs. So when I know that you're in a bad time,
Lindsay,
I can definitely tell, because I noticed maybe you're not connecting, maybe you're not calling me, maybe you're not showing up for meetings, maybe you aren't on the phone calls, maybe you're giving excuses. Well, these are all things that signal me that, ups and downs of the business. So what I say to this new distributor, when this happens to you, and it does happen to everybody, how do you want me to handle it? Shall I give you a call and be encouraging, or should I be persistent, or should I tell you some of the things that I see, the strengths? Should we go through the abundance tracker together so we can see how you have grown? How would you like me to handle that? And the reason I like to do this is because there is a reality to the business, and we want to make sure that they know that that's a very normal part of the process. Okay, now we're on to the next part. Now they've had their 3 events, and they've gone through the people that they know, and they'll continue with their calendar with an intro event and some product expansion events. And now they've been doing this for a while, so now they need to begin to continue building their list. So the next big question that new distributors have is, hey, where do I find people? So let's go through some of the ideas that you can share with them. The first thing I like to do is think of the people who provide you service. So think of the people that you have been supporting for years, like your hairstylist, maybe your local appliance store, maybe a local realtor, maybe the person that does your nails. Whatever it is, I would approach them and I would say, you know, hey, I have loved supporting your business for years, and now I am hoping that you would honor me as I launch my new business. And I am part of a huge movement of people searching for natural remedies to keep healthcare costs down. And now I know everybody chooses if it fits for them or not, but I just want people to fill the seats and know what I do in case they have referrals for me. Now it's fun and there's no pressure. We focus on education and let people decide if it fits for them or not. Can I count on you just to be there to support me? How can someone resist, right? You've been supporting their business for years. Another option might be if you are out at a restaurant or maybe you're buying something in a store and you get great service, you can say, hey, thank you for your great service. Actually, I'm looking for people like you for my business. Can we exchange information and maybe set up a time for coffee? Hey, no pressure. It just like 15 minutes. I just want to show you the basics and see if it fits for you, but you are a quality person. And so set it up, make it very relaxed. And then when you meet with them, just show them the quick home remedy of the Panaway and peppermint and how they can start their own, creating their own medicine chest. And then I leave them with the 4-year career book. And again, I'm going to pick that 4-year career book up later. Another random place to get to find people is events. So maybe you go to a cocktail mixer. Maybe you are hosting a sports end of the season event for your child's sports team. Maybe you have a dinner party, so you're running your diffuser and putting oils in your drinks or whatever. But it's a great opportunity to talk about the oils and collect information. Or if you're at somebody else's house and you're visiting with new people, start asking a lot of questions. Get to know them better. Ask what they do. And when they ask you, what do? You know, you can say something like, you know, I'm so blessed to have started my own business. And you know, I jumped on that time when with a huge movement of people looking for natural remedies, and it has paid off. How about you? What do you do? And then just get into talking about them. And then if they're asking more, just say, you know what, we're here to enjoy the party tonight, but I would love to tell you more. So let's exchange information and let's get together for coffee. We are looking for people like you, and if it works, let's set that coffee date. But again, make it casual. Another place to meet people is to reach out to your friends and ask them to host an event for you. Another way is just start a lifestyle of networking. Just look for ways to engage in conversation. And Michael and I set out every day just to have conversation for practice. So if you're in line at the co-op store, just strike up a conversation. You never know what happens. Another place is I always think of past prospects. And if I run into them or if I contact them by Facebook or something, I might say something like this. You know, I know the timing wasn't right before, but if there's ever a time to take another peek at our company, the time is now. And I can show you how it works in about 15 minutes. And, you know, actually most people like the 30-minute version. But whatever works for you, we can just meet for a quick cup of coffee, and I'll tell you all the latest news. Again, casual and comfortable. And the last suggestion I have for where to find people is to revisit some customers of the past, or maybe some of your loyal customers. Loyal customers are the ones that love the product. So you may say something like this: hey, how are you loving your products? And then if, as most people do say, they love their products, and you can say, you know, most people give recommendations every day, such as a movie or a good book, but they don't get paid for it. And I don't know if you know this or if you've ever considered, but simply recommending the products that you love with Young Living, you can actually get your products paid for. And I'd be happy to explain how that works. It only takes about 15 minutes if you would like to know. And some people, like me, even make a whole career business from it. So it's an awesome, lucrative career as well. Okay, so now let's move to a different topic. Now we've had our events, we found some new people and invited them to events, and we've got our organization growing. So now, how do we keep great customers? So now we have to launch strong our new distributor in knowing how to do great follow-up. So now we're going to teach them and mentor them how do we keep great customers. So now let's look at the topic of follow-up. How do you keep your customers happy, your product users? It's important to provide excellent customer service from the day they enroll through the lifetime of ordering. We want these customers for 20 years to come or more. Have them pass it to their grandchildren, which has actually happened. So first thing that I recommend is to be sure that you have the follow-up script that you can forward to your new distributors. Remember, we're a group that wants to duplicate, so use tools that are already created. Don't be the expert. So with the follow-up script to your new customers, be sure to explain the benefits of Essential Rewards. This is what you're going to mentor your new distributor, is to mentor their new customers. So now walk through with your new distributor, what are they going to do? So they need to walk their customers through their first order. And I really, truly believe that customer service starts on day one, so they need to know that they have a responsibility. And this eliminates the likelihood of errors on the order. And also, you know, everybody sometimes has that little like, oh my gosh, what did I do? And so it's worth talking to them about the value of the oils one more time. I think it's important that you encourage your new distributor that every time they enroll someone, they should be doing a handwritten thank you card. I can't emphasize how important a handwritten thank you card is because it really makes them feel special. And then your new distributor needs to call their customer about a week after they have ordered to make sure that they do their first follow-up call, make sure they got their order, that they've opened the box, they're trying their oils or their Ninja Red, whatever it is. And then you let them use their oils for a week, and it could go into 2 weeks, but then the next contact you want to make sure that you go through some additional suggestions, and this is where the follow-up script comes in handy. You can make some suggestions, help them to adjust their order, show them how to go on their virtual office, walk them through the virtual office, and that makes it very easy for your distributor then to manipulate around in that virtual office. And then continual follow-up is key. Be sure to keep your customers in the loop with maybe some exciting product launches, some specials, some product-specific events that are coming to our area. Treat them like a VIP, and they will stay loyal to you and committed to your products. So keep them connected. Be sure they know about your special Facebook group. Make sure they know about your weekly coffee talk or whatever it is that you do. Make sure that they know that. Because customers are a gift that keeps on giving. And if you have a happy customer, they will always give referrals. So talk to them, ask them, how are you loving the results? And then that we always lead with the product, right? That's a perfect opportunity when we say, how are you loving your results? And they say, oh, it's awesome. I love the peppermint. I love this, or whatever it is. Then you can say something like, you know, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but I am a distributor. And I don't know if you've ever thought about this, but when you love the products, just simply through giving recommendations, you can actually get your products paid for. And some people even create a whole new career with it because it's so fulfilling to help people. So I just want you to know that if that's an option for you, I would love to sit down with a cup of tea with you and just share with you how that works. Okay, now let's go to the next topic, to launch your new distributor strong. The fifth key important part to launching your new distributor strong is destination events. Now, I'm going to just focus on 2 destination events tonight. The first one is the Young Living Convention. It's held once a year. Start talking about it right away so people are hearing about it all year, and this is one of the biggest learning events of the year. It's very, very special, lots of product information, lots of business information. It's a place where people come together, there's energy and momentum. The second event that we highly suggest is in the late fall, and it's called the Mastermind event. And this is business only, and all sorts of network marketing companies come together to uplift the whole professional business model of network marketing, and it's a phenomenal event. So those are 2 destination events. Now, why do we do that? Well, in this profession, the whole sense of community at a destination event is social proof. It assures success because people walk away equipped. And it's actually kind of comforting because we are surrounded by people who think like we think. And the awesome part is we get to spend time with amazing people who can literally fill us with information and energy to go back and have the strength and the momentum to give the next push to reach the next level. And once you understand how important destination events are to the success of your business, you need to learn how to effectively promote them to your whole organization. Even if your organization is only 10 people, it is crucial to begin. If you already have 100 people in your organization, or maybe you have thousands of people in your organization, it doesn't matter. Destination events are the key to your success. And it's really very simple. The more people from your group that attend events, the more growth that happens in your organization. And top leaders know exactly how many people are attending these events, and they make sure to grow that number every new event. Like, our goal is to always double. And so think about this. Let's just take 2 distributors. So 2 of you, okay? And let's say you have a group of 50 people. Maybe you have a group of 100, maybe more. But distributor A makes it a priority and gets everyone to attend a major destination event, whether that's convention or the mastermind. Now, distributor B doesn't make it a priority. They're doing all the skills and they're doing all the local events, but, they just didn't make the destination event a priority. And only a couple people attend. Which group is going to be more successful? Well, it's kind of a duh answer, right? It's not even a contest. Distributor A made it a priority. They are going to have momentum going in. So the first step in developing a culture that promotes attendance to destination events is to personally be more committed than anyone else to attending those, and then helping others to make that same decision to attend. So that means that you need to lead by example and never miss a destination event in the future. So the next event, convention's coming up this week, and some of you just started, so you didn't have time to plan. But then make sure that the next event, which is the mastermind, that may be a destination event you'll want to attend. Or maybe it's a destination event where you're driving 5 hours to a special Nature's Remedy event or a special speaker, and you stay overnight and you make it a destination all by yourself. That's a destination event as well, and those are very, very effective for your team. Okay, and key number 6 to launching your new distributor strong. And this is called the power of belief. Now, tonight I would like you to leave with the whole importance of daily professional development and how important that is to your success. So as your homework and as your goal is to dedicate yourself to daily professional development for 15 to 30 minutes a day, so that can build your skills, and then that builds your belief. The other thing, as you build your skills and your belief, you develop posturing. And posturing happens, and then it even brings more power to that belief, and pretty soon you are a walking billboard for the success that you want to happen. Now, let's take a reality check for a moment, though. It takes time and money to pursue many of our life's passions. And I want you to realize that Young Living can be the greatest vehicle to provide the time freedom you want, but also the financial freedom necessary to live a life that you love. Your dreams, your desires, your passions were placed on your heart for a reason. And it doesn't matter where you are in your business right now. Decide today that you are going to make it happen. All you have to do is remain coachable and committed and promise never to give up. Think about the power of belief. What do you believe for your Young Living business? Can you close your eyes and see your organization for what it will become? Maybe you only have 5 stones laid right now, but each day you go out and you talk to people. Each day you share your passion. Each day you're doing something, and slowly, person by person by person, your organization begins to grow. What do you believe for your Young Living business? What do you believe for your life? Now, the most important thing, what are you speaking over your business? What are you speaking over your life? And what are you speaking over your team? You actually have the ability to speak into someone's destiny. We all have impact on lives. Do you realize this? Every one of you impacts lives. This is why we make the effort to launch a new distributor strong. We want to help them to seek a vision that gives them purpose and then help them to begin to implement it. We all have people who are depending on us to be effective leaders and to cast a vision for them to reach their full potential in life. Be that drop of inspiration. Step up and be a team leader.